Hello. The doc is in, and welcome back to another chapter of One Piece Wa. Chapter 1053, The New Emperors. So, last time we spoke about One Piece and basically just last chapter. Basically, we're concluding Wano. We got Kaido and Big Mom defeated. We have Momonosuke aged up and everybody's about to start celebrating. Luffy's down, but he just got back up. So did Zoro. Everybody's kind of getting acclimated. Everybody's kind of, just resting. We're getting into the party section of the end of the arc. We're all wrapping up. And this chapter continues on from the wrap-up period. So, chapter starts off with the Gorosei. And they're over here talking about the bounty posters, which we had revealed by Apu that, the new bounties are out and everything, gives them to Kid in Law or whatever. And basically they're talking about it and they're like, why did you guys use that photo for one of the guys? They don't say who it is, but it's Luffy. And he said, why'd you put the D in his name? We told you guys not put the D in his name. He's talking to, and the Gorosei with like the big mustache is talking to one of the Marines when he's saying all this. And basically, the Marine's like, hey, I did not know we were not supposed to use that photo, and I did not know about the D. Alright? Not my fault. And basically, the Gorosei is like, delete them. Get rid of everything. Just get rid of it. And we got Morgan's, Big News Morgan's, he's like, bro, there ain't no way I'm getting rid of this bounty post, alright? I'm posting all the news, every single civilian in all of One Piece worlds. I don't know what the planet's called. Everybody's gonna know about this one because this news gonna hit. Do you see the ratings through the roof? Because this news slaps, and it does. It does. I mean, if I was in One Piece world, I was in the regular time. You told me some of the up and comers went to the legendary land of Wano and beat up 2 Yonko. I would lose my mind. Like, I'd be sat there like, dang, because you don't got no TV or nothing. So I really just be sat there like, bro, that's different. I'm over here sharing crops and stuff, and I'm just like, dang, people out here throwing hands for real. Could it be me? And it really couldn't. But anyway, so we're kind of seeing like a general idea of like everybody kind of hearing the news and being like, oh my god. And we get to see the bounty posters. So Laws, Luffy's, Kids. What are their bounties, you may ask? 3 billion. Pretty solid. Very good number. They're all equal. Everybody's same number. I assume it's because they technically all defeated a Yonko each, kind of, sort of, even though there's only 2. But point is, they're all given equal bounties, meaning I guess they're given equal credit for pulling this off. And yeah, I like it. And for Luffy's poster in particular, we have him in Gear 5th form, which we were told earlier in the chapter actually that CP0 agent, we actually get his name too, but honestly I can't care about it. That apparently he's the one who took the picture, and that's how they got the picture for the thing, and they put D in there, because why not? And so Law and Kid are the ones who see the bounties first, obviously, because they're the ones who get the paper from Pooh. And Kid apparently runs away, and he's heading off to the festival direction. Everybody else who's with them is also heading that way. We get a little small scene with Jinbei, and basically it seems like, there's the official food for the Shogun that's being passed out. And, you got the guy who's supposed to say all the different plates and what's on the different plates and everything. Whatever. And he says all the stuff. He does the whole presentation. And he says, please enjoy. And then you just got Jinbei there. And he's just like, wow, this seems delicious. But, yeah, everybody else left to go to the party. But, I'll still enjoy this food. Look at Jinbei being official. But, yeah, I guess he just gets all this food and everybody else is at the party. Speaking of the party, cut over. And we got Luffy, pretty much we got everybody celebrating and whatnot. Everybody just hanging out. We got Hiyori here. Yamato's eating food. Luffy's eating food. Chopper's eating food. They're hanging out, talking, whatever. And we cut away to the castle basement. castle of the Flower Capital castle where Shogun lives, everything like that. And we got some savagery from Robin here. All right, when we get to savagery, I'm gonna explain it properly. All right, so basically, Tengu-sama, whatever, he pulls up and he sees Robin in the basement, kind of looking at these dolls or whatever. He's like, "Oh, this is my Kokeshi dolls. Do you think they're cute?" And Robin's like, "Nah, these is not it." And so Tengu's kind of explaining. He's like, "Yo, back when I was in prison here, I was collecting them or whatever." And Robin's like, "In prison? I thought you were a blacksmith. What's going on here?" And basically, Tengu-sama was like, "Oh, blacksmithing is more like a hobby, not gonna cap with you. Governing so much work, And then he takes off his mask and he reveals, "Actually, I'm Kazuki Sukiyaki, the father of Odin." And I'm like, dang, he survived, which is kind of crazy because if we think back, technically, we were told that he was poisoned and died. Though technically it wasn't officially confirmed he died by like Orochi or something. What probably happened based on the situation here is that probably he was poisoned, but it didn't seem like he was gonna die. So then they probably just imprisoned him at the bottom of the castle. And Odin never really got the chance to like find him or anything, and or confirm if he was dead or not. So they probably just assumed he was dead. And there we go. So apparently he was imprisoned. And basically, Robin's like, "Oh, does Momo know that you're, alive?" And he's basically like, "I could never show my face, after being imprisoned and breaking out and everything. Like, I was prepared to kill myself, like, right there. Like, I let my crunchy go to crap, I can't reveal myself to Momo. I can't look him in the face." Which, honestly, I can understand that, You feel like a failure as a leader, your son died, it's a lot to deal with. And here comes the savagery, all right? So he's talking about this, right? He ends off with basically saying, like, "I was just gonna kill myself after seeing everything that happened to Wano when I first got out of prison." And she's just like, whatever, old man. Where Pluton at? I'm like, hey, yo, first off, that's savagery. This man is over here pouring his heart out, trying to tell you his life story. And you're just over here, cut the shit, old man. Where the weapons at? Like, dang. But honestly, if I knew that information too, I'd have been like, nah. You know where Pluton's at. Get to business. Where we at? And basically, she's like, she doesn't ask where Pluton's at exactly. She kind of says, "Oh, based on the poneglyph I read back in Alabasta, Goda writing at its finest." She says she found out that Pluton was here. And so she was like, is Pluton here? And Sukiyaki's like, "Yeah, you're right." And we just cut away. I'm like, bro. And we go to Udon. That's the prison that we were at. Luffy was there. Got the people there, the gifters, whatever. And and so we get there and we just see like a bunch of them stabbed through and them looking all dried up. I'm like, what's going on here? And then not only that, not just regular gifters and stuff, we got King and Queen getting sucked up. I'm like, what is going on? And then we just get Green Bull basically being like, hey, like, I had to beat the brakes off you guys because I look weak if I was losing to a couple of commanders. I'm like, a couple of commanders. Now, given, it's important to realize that King and Queen should be significantly weakened considering the fact that, they were, defeated by Zoro and Sanji respectively, and probably don't have access to the same level of materials as they did previously to like maybe, heal up, eat, whatever. But yeah, it seems like King and Queen are finished right here, right now. And it also seems like the one who's sucking everybody up, is Green Bull, and he's just stretching out his fingers or whatever. He has like what I can only assume are branch things coming out. He's kind of like sticking the little branch things through people that are coming out his fingers and just, sucking them up. Pause. And so basically we get him being like, I'm here. He's talking to someone on the phone. He's like, I'm here. And Wano, send a warship, but don't tell Sakazuki that I sent you. Alright? Wait, that you're coming here. Alright, cool. And basically he's like, bro, I'm like itching for this man's approval. Like, imagine me getting Luffy. He really gonna pat me on the back for real. And this is basically what he says. Like, this is not even me like exaggerating and or paraphrasing. This is pretty much what he says. He says exactly, he's sure to give me a attaboy if I bring him the brat's head. I'm like, what? You just want his approval? That's it? You're going on a rampage like this one just to get some fleet admiral approval? Man's crazy. We're gonna definitely have a discussion about him and his kind of justice, because he's very different from Fujitora for sure. But from there we cut back to the Flower Capital, and we got the festival going on or whatever. Everybody's talking about, thank you to everybody who participated in the alliance to save the country and everything, blah 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 blah. And we got Luffy kind of being like, oh, you guys are great, good job to you guys, whatever. And we get like a little flashback with Momonosuke, where he's basically, where it seems like when Luffy was weakened, but initially regained his consciousness, he's basically like, don't tell anybody I helped you guys. Alright, I'm not trying to be a hero. And I'm like, dang, he's really committed to this whole not being a hero thing. But neither here nor there, respect his wishes. And as Luffy's, kind of be happy about the thing, kind of cheering everybody else on, we have Kid showing up and him being like, I'm gonna beat you up. And Luffy's like, don't even worry, big bro. You can be a part of it too. And he just wraps him up in his arm, and then they got this amazing panel of just, everybody cheering, everybody's happy, looking at the fireworks going off in the background. I mean, yeah. It's just a great panel. It's gotta soak it up. Wano is truly over. And so we get a little bit more stuff. Everybody's just seeing more people or whatever. And we get Kid breaking out of Luffy's arm. He's basically like, look here, all right? I have to kill you because, well, you see, you're officially an emperor now. And we get to see all 4 new Yonko. And Yonko are officially Shanks, Blackbeard, Straw Hat Luffy, and the 4th one being Buggy? Yes, you heard that right. Buggy D Clown is a Yonko. Why? I have no clue. But he's a Yonko now. He's one of the Yonkos. I could really not. I can't tell you. I can't. But that's not the last part of the chapter. The last part of the chapter is basically you get Ryokyu, like Green Bull. I can't say his name, Japanese version. Basically him being like, bro, they're really having a party for real. But that's kind of crazy because us Marines, we've been dealing with the outside world and shit ain't sweet. So it ain't gonna be sweet for you guys neither. And that ends the chapter. And I'm just like, why is this chapter so stacked? Jesus. Also, it's not the end of the act. I cannot stress that the act's still not over. Why have we not ended the act? Like, this seems like a perfect place to just end the act. But he still hasn't done it. I just don't know why. But 10 out of 10 chapter, absolutely. Definitely a great conclusion to Wano. Kind of, because I cannot imagine we're not going to get like a follow-up chapter with Ryokyu encounters and stuff or whatever. It seems like he's on a Sakazuki type of timing, and he's like, bro, packing everybody up. He's not Aokiji. He's not letting anybody slide. Like, you did a good job, good for you. You're going to jail. I respect it. I mean, hey, animals will be animals. He definitely seems to have a lot of confidence to himself, saying that he's not gonna lose. They shouldn't lose to a few commanders. All right, that's definitely some. He's talking real big right now, and right now, I have no reason to doubt him. All right, I have no reason to doubt him. Buggy being a Yonko, not a clue. I genuinely have Buggy D clown. He's built different, I guess. I guess he didn't get captured. That pseudo confirmation too. I guess he's built different. I just don't know. And last part, but most interesting. So Pluton's just here. I guess Pluton's here. I don't know what's gonna go on with that. First off, I just want to see Pluton. Second off, is Luffy gonna get Pluton? Actually, it would be interesting if Kid got Pluton as well. I mean, I don't think they will. I feel like that'd be crazy. But if it's a giant warship or something like that, right? Kid with his magnetic powers could steal the whole ship because he just has magnetic powers. So, that is interesting. There's a lot of possibilities here. This chapter is amazing. We're definitely gonna have a discussion video kind of, elaborating further on either all three of these subjects or one video for each of these subjects. I mean, man, this chapter hits. Sad to see that we're gonna have to wait 4 weeks for another chapter, but you know what? We've been hit with a lot of good content for this one. With all being said, like the video if you like the video, dislike the video if you dislike it. Leave a comment. How do you feel about the chapter? Are you sad about the break? What do you think about Pluton? What do you think about Ryukyu? What do you think about Buggy being a Yonko? I think it's crazy. But neither here nor there. If you like the channel, like the video, like me, subscribe. Ring that bell. With that all being said, thank you again for watching the video, and the dog is out. Peace.